Respected friends and elders, successful people are studied. Their habits are researched so that people can follow them. People can use their example as a roadmap towards success. The trouble is, the criteria of success these days tends to be material success. Who can make the most money the fastest? Who is most successful at generating material wealth? The latest, not millionaire, but billionaire. The latest unicorn business. So people study the examples of such people so that they can achieve the same success. People whose stated goal it is to successfully generate money. Rasullullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to this world with a superior stated aim. Is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam a successful person? Everybody,
yes.
Loudly.
Yes.
The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's stated aim is not to generate wealth. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Innama bu'ithtu li'utammima makarim al-akhlaq." I was sent but to refine and perfect good characters. In other words, those human beings who have lost humanity, the Prophet ﷺ came to make them into decent human beings. And those human beings who are already on a path of decency, the Prophet ﷺ came to make them into even better human beings. In other words, the historic norms, accepted levels, accepted traditions of decency, the Prophet ﷺ came to this earth by his own statement to take those qualities to another level, the next level, as you say, in the south side of Glasgow. Yes? To take decency to the next level. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to this world. You know, these days, many people, we were talking about success. Many people judge success through fame. How many people follow you? How many people follow you online, in the virtual world? How many people follow you around the world? Look, you have the lyric which tops the charts. You have the best-selling literature, fiction or fact, which is a bestseller for a certain amount of time. You have the hero of one sport or another area of competition. You have people in the halls of power, in the boardrooms of business, but their success and fame, it wanes and waxes, it comes to a peak and then it drops. Even as I speak, no less than 2 billion people on this earth proclaim Iman and belief in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's what you call acknowledgement. That's what you call fame. That's what you call being an influencer in the real sense of the word. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's popularity, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an example, as a role model, has been with us. Actually, before Rasulullah came to this world, his reputation was established by the previous Anbiya. And then for 6 centuries, people waited for the Bishara of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. The world, the Ahlul Kitab, they waited. They even traveled and resided in Medina. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would come. They saw the signs. And now we're in the middle of the 15th century now. Non-stop, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's continuous fame, talking about topping the charts or being a bestseller, nothing is read like the Quran is read. Yes or no?
Yes.
Nothing is memorized like the Quran is memorized.
Yes.
And what is it? See, you follow the latest trend and style of clothing and hair because you want to make a statement about your masculinity or femininity. You lengthen your beard and you buy that hair oil because it's the new thing. You, as a sister, wear that scarf around your neck because it's a fashion statement. You are driven to do this because the world is moving in this direction or the other direction, one or the other. Rasullullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, they say, there's a saying in Arabic, they say, A'adatu sadati sadatul adat. They say that the habits of leaders are the leaders of habits. The habits of leaders are the leaders of habits. So who's the biggest leader? Who's the biggest Sayyid? Who's the biggest example and role model? Rasullullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He's bigger than a leader. The word leader, our ulama don't prefer to use this word because the word leadership is confined to certain contexts. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam is bigger and better than any leader. He's our qudwa, our example. So that's where we should be turning. And why do people to turn to somebody? Let me close with these few remarks and brief comments. As Imam Ghazali rahimullah said, Jamal, Kamal and Nawal. 3 reasons why people love somebody. Because of their beauty, because of their perfection, and because of their favors. And we find the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam scores the highest mark on all of these fronts in the dunya and in the hereafter. Let us quickly make an image in our minds based on the descriptions in the ahadith. People love people because of beauty and style, name and fame. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is tall, but not very tall. Not so tall that he looks extraordinarily tall, but tall above average. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is broad-shouldered, well-built, fair in complexion, imbued mushrabun bil humra, with a healthy red glow, with black hair, the skin clean, hair only in the natural places where hair grows, like a tree from the navel spreading across the chest, with a flat belly. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is shy, but the most courageous and generous, and walks fast with energy, and appears as though he's descending from a high place. And when he speaks, there's a light emanating from between his teeth, which are well and evenly spaced, like pearls. And he has a slim neck, and his hair grows long, sometimes reaching his shoulders, and sometimes towards his earlobes, and sometimes to the bottom of his earlobes. And when he speaks to someone, he faces them directly. And yet the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, despite his shyness, he has a deep voice. He is the bravest of all, and he is courageous when courage is required, and he is humble, and those who see him for the first time are in awe of him and are afraid to approach him. Some begin to shake, and when they get to know him, they come to love him and relax in his company. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, my friends, is someone to study and know. Someone to study and know. And of his favors, let me just give you a hint and a clue. If you had one wish and you had it now, what would it be? Some people want to buy a new house. Some people want to pass their exams. Some people want to get through pre-reg. Some people want to get married. Some people want to have children. Some people are looking for a job. Some people want to get permanent residence, whatever it may be, for different people. Every prophet was given a dua guaranteed to be accepted, and they made that dua. Think of the mother who saves for you that slice of cheesecake so the other siblings don't eat it up. It's hidden away for you. You go home late, slide into the house, late hours, you've been out and about, perhaps you shouldn't have been, and she's left a hot meal for you in the oven, and there's a nice slice of pie there, something nice to eat. You get the picture? You've all been there, either as parents or children, yes or no? The mothers will resonate with this. The word in Arabic is when you keep something safe for somebody, you keep it safe and secure, it's called ikhtiba. You hide it away. The Prophet ﷺ said, every prophet was given an accepted dua. I kept mine safe. I kept mine safe for shafa'ah on the day of Qiyamah. And by the way, this shafa'ah is not just for this ummah. It's for every human being. In fact, for human beings, jinn and animals too. Nobody will enter through the doors of Jannah without the shafa'ah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My friends, let us reawaken that spirit, that fire in our hearts and rediscover the Rasul of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant me tawfiq and may He grant you tawfiq.